Holy fuck, I apologize, folks. I think I just went deaf on that one. I apologize if I blew your speakers out, but that was extremely loud. Anyway, welcome to the Sloppy Syndicate Show, episode number 2 of 2023. And we have the boys from Ryder. They were on the show previously last year. We're bringing them back. They do have a live album, and we're going to kind of dive into that and talk about that being released potentially April of this year. And let me tell you, folks, the live album does the recordings no justice. I'm just putting that out there right now. So expect the live album to tickle your ear holes, make them a little moist, make your ear holes wet. However you want to call it, they did it. So anyway, enough about me, enough about Slop Syndicate. You're here for Ryder, so let's go ahead and bring the boys from Ryder in and let's welcome them.
What's up, guys?
All right, what is up? It's a pleasure to see you guys again, have you back on the show for the second time. It's been about 8-9 months, and you guys have been working your tail off. So thanks. Let's give Melinda a shout out. She got this all set up for us for the second time and has been working with you guys. So yeah, what the heck has been going on for the last 8 or so months? Go ahead and inform us.
Well, I was about to say, with all the talk of moist ear holes and stuff, I thought we were in the wrong show for a second.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it may get a little wild, yeah. So we were talking in the back, in the green room about circle jerks. And I said we couldn't do that because there's already a band named the Circle Jerks. So yeah, we can't do that. But what's up, Dream Raven? It's a pleasure to see you. She says, hey, Ryder, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
What's up, Dream Raven?
Pleasure. I can't talk today. Pleasure to have you. So yeah, what's been going on, man?
Oh, nothing much. We're just coming out of the post-holiday fun. We did a show December 17th. We recorded it, and hopefully in late April, you guys are going to hear how well we did.
So I just want to back up and say, what the fuck? Said the holiday season.
Yeah,
and the fun. No, that's not fun. We are not the same. I hate the holiday season.
It was a pretty stressful holiday season for me. I'm not gonna lie.
But we made it through. So
we did it
in the new year. So let's look forward to 2023. There's a ton of stuff going on.
I'll drink to that.
Festivals, more festivals being added, more concerts. And I don't know about you guys, but I love concerts. If you can tell, I love bands. So here we are. 2023 is going to be a bigger year than 2022, especially for the folks in Ryder. And like they said, they played a show. They recorded it live, mixed, mastered, and little extra sauce on there. And
a little extra gabagool,
right? A little bruschetta.
So.
Wait, guys, 1 second.
Wait a minute.
So, you want me to play that? Oh, okay. All right, folks. I don't know if it's okay with Ryder or not, but the agent said go ahead and play it. So we're going to play a little 20-30 second clip of an unreleased song coming off their live album. So let's give it a whirl.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give it up for Mr. Eric Uncridge. Guys, why don't you take a few steps closer to the stage? We're going to do a new one. Actually, the first time we're playing this.
First time in America playing it.
I've walked a long while, flowing close and near. Any soul that's ever born found the way back to me here. Seen it all in my time, met with grace or fear. No matter how you lived your life, it all into my tale.
Everybody knows I deliver banger after banger after banger after banger.
That wasn't in the song.
Sweet Skittles says, fuck it, play the whole song. So not only is she bossing us around in the chat, I have her in my
Oh, I see it.
earphones yelling at me, play the whole song, play
Play
the
the
whole
whole
song.
song. No,
Damn
you
it.
can't play the whole song.
Right. But huge leak. Yeah, that's almost
That
a
was
5-minute
way more than
song.
30 seconds. I appreciate you. Thank you.
So that's almost a 5-minute song. So that would be a little bit of time, time consuming. So not funny, Skittles. Quit bossing us around. All right. I got you on the screen and in my ear. So calm down. All right. But yeah. So one thing I noticed from the recorded or the recordings that you guys have on Spotify, Apple Music, where all major music is found. In this song, your vocals are I don't want to say much better, but your vocal range and your vocals really shine in the live version compared to some of the previous recordings. And I get a little bluesy vibe coming from the lives. So I kind of dig that, where the previous recordings, you get a little bit of that, but it's a little more rock versus the little bluesy rock. So definitely appreciate that song for sure. And I don't think that's a released, if I'm correct, that's a completely new song, is it, or is it not? Am I wrong?
Well, it's on our EP, Don't Think Twice. I think it's the third track. But it's the first time we don't play that song live. We're starting to play it live a lot more often. But yeah, that time that we played, I will set the record straight. I know on the record I said this is the first time we're playing it live. I tell a fib. We played it for the first time live in Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. This is the first time we played it live in New York in the United States. So setting the record straight. So if anyone wants to throw tomatoes or get the pitchforks or,
Right. Like Skittles says, it's the second. That's close enough. So
yeah.
If you ain't first, you're last, right? So 1 and 2, they both count.
Yeah.
But yeah, so kind of run us through the process. I know, obviously, being in the studio and recording in a studio and doing a live show and trying to mix master a live rendition are two completely different realms. So what are some of the pros or cons, or some of the troubles that you had in the studio, and what are some of the troubles that you had in the live renditions?
So, I'm just gonna move this right here.
Man of the hour. All right. So
I would start.
I mean, go for it, dude.
So we got the 2 track, like a little, just like just a little bounce from the sound guy Alexi. Great guy. He does sound for Lucky 13 where we recorded it at. And we noticed it was kind of lacking a little bit. Definitely had to, put some finishing touches, put the gabagool, put the gabagool on there. So we had him kind of send the separate tracks, put it on a flash drive, and then I brought it into the studio, into my studio, and then in my basement. We kind of just
Which is actually
right there.
right there.
All right. So Mix Master P over here. All right. So we got that. We got that squared away.
It's all him It's all him mixed, mastered, and did everything. But yeah, no, we we got it in. We put some love into it, and brought some things up, and then I would say the mixing process was definitely the most arduous.
Mixing was a little bit hard because you gotta keep in mind all the tracks are kind of bleeding in each other. The guitar tracks have the drums bleeding in, and vice versa. The drums have the guitars, so it's really kind of hard to. It was hard to mix a lot of stuff, especially being in a tight area versus being in a bigger area. It would be a little easier because there's less bleed. But I mean, I think overall it sounds the best as it could be for being in a tight knit space.
Yeah,
and with the tools that we had to use.
Yeah, and it's hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah, and huge shout out, huge respect. I mean, mixed in house. I mean, mixing is a whole beast in itself, and to make it sound as great as you did in house, killer job. So
thank you. Appreciate it.
Do I have the applause? Yeah, I got. We'll play it again. Great job. So,
soak that up. Thank you.
So
like it, man. Give me a bigger one.
Yeah, great job on that. And yeah, I've had the privilege to hear a few of them. So definitely be looking out in April, roughly towards the end of April. The live album will come out, and in my opinion, like I said previously, vocal ranges, the performance, and all that just kind of blows the previous studio renditions away. And no disrespect meant towards the band. The sounds good in the studio, but for some reason that live just pops for me. Maybe because I love live performances, and you kind of get that feel of the crowd and like you're at the concert almost. So maybe that's why I love the live album, the live albums more than the actual studio albums, because you almost feel like you're there sometimes. So, and Ryder did a great job of including us out, that aren't there into the production. So, when he said, come a little closer, like I started like walking like closer, and I really can't walk obviously, but I was like, let me scoot up a little bit, let me front row. You always got to be front row, up in center. So
just make sure when you headbang, you don't headbang into your screen.
Right. Oh, there goes everything. Shit. But yeah, my days of headbanging are over. I got some horror stories from some of these festivals, and yeah, we won't get into those because yeah, we won't. We'll just leave them. Those are a thing of the past. And folks, if you don't know, Donnie doesn't drink anymore. So it's going to be an interesting year to see Donnie out at these festivals. I'm talking about myself in third person. I hate when people do that. But yeah, folks, I don't drink anymore. I've been sober since September, which is, a personal choice. It's a huge adventure, let's say. Yeah, so let's see how this year goes. Not saying I'll never drink again, but I'm having fun with it. So let's see if I can keep it up and be the same crazy idiot that most of you know when I'm drinking. So, yes, Dream Raven, we are not talking about the skull fuckery. That is something I do not want to remember. So, folks, if you do not know about the skull fucking, Austin, is it? Yeah, Austin. So I was at one of the festivals, and I went down to get something. I don't remember. I was a little tipsy, and all of a sudden I get bam, bam, bam in the side of the head, and I'm like, "What the hell did you just do?" He's like, "Yep, you just got skull fucked." I was like, "Who does that?" So yeah, I might have been the first one to get skull fucked. I don't know, but anyway,
Won't be the last.
Right.
That'll be the last.
Absolutely not the last. So yeah. So shenanigans in the festival grounds happen all the time. And if you have not been to a festival, get your ass to a festival. DWP added Sonic Temple back this year, so that's another huge festival in May. And what are your ambitions or goals? Are you guys trying to get on any? I know, a lot of us know that are listening, about the Space Zebra show. You guys have been on the Space Zebra show previously. What are your plans for this year? Some festivals in the works, or let us know.
Working on a few things. I mean, it's hopefully some festivals are in the works. Shout out Danny Wimmer, Amanda, Ashley, Melinda. Hi, James. Nice to meet you. Hopefully you like this live record. But yeah, no, we're working on a few things, and also shout out to the Space Zebra guys. We were in the Rockville brackets, and it was fun. It was definitely fun. We had fun doing it. We had a few of the voting sessions. Over here. There's a wing place that's over by here called Wings Over. What's it? Wings Over Farmingdale, Wings Over Valley Stream, and we just like the best chicken wings. And we just got it here, just watched the show, and just hung out, and just gorged on some chicken wings.
We're about to gorge on some Taco Bell. I don't know if you want
But yeah, they definitely put a lot of work into the brackets and things like that. So much appreciation goes out to them and what they do, especially for the unsigned bands and the avenue that they provide. So big year, folks. Bands, if you're out there listening and you have not submitted to the Space Zebra show, they do a weekly. They're on 4 times a week, I believe. And they do brackets for these major festivals: Sonic Temple, Welcome to Rockville, Aftershock. And it's all fan based. So it's not based off of what they hear. It's based off of the fans and what they like. And fan votes. If you get a yes, you move into the bracket. Bracket's kind of like the Sweet 16 or Sweet 24 or Sweet 32, however many they do at that time. And it dwindles down to the top 4. Sometimes the top 4 will play live performances, and then the top 1 will play main stage or maybe a side stage at some of these major festivals. So definitely a huge avenue for bands, unsigned bands that want up and coming bands that actually perform, get out there in front of the audience and build their fan base. So the key to that is bring the fans that you have so they vote for you. That's the key, folks. So a little insider trade secret, not really, but bring your fans in there and spam Ryder. Next time you see Ryder in the bracket, and that helps them, helps you get them for us to see. So it's a full circle, like the Lion King. You just put the
Lion King.
So,
Where our drummer works for Broadway on the Lion King.
oh, sweet. I've wanted to go to that, but I am not spending. I am so cheap.
Oh,
I'm not spending money to go to New York. Not only just to go to New York.
Oh, Broadway.
It's a whole experience. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. It's like you got to go up there. The hotels are not cheap.
Nope.
The performance is not cheap.
Nope.
But it is a once in a lifetime kind of experience that you have to see. And I'm kind of I'm lucky in a sense because I'm literally 5 minutes from Disney World. So at the Animal Kingdom, they do a little theatrical Lion King show. Probably not. It's up to par probably with the the Broadway show, but it's in my backyard, so I can just go see that. And I'm like, all right, I'm fulfilled. I've seen the Lion King.
There you go.
So, but yeah, so with the live rendition, we have that mixed mastered in the works coming out in April. Let's fast forward into the future. Are we in the studio working on any other, EPs, some singles? Let us know.
Yeah, we're gonna be demos ordered right now. We're hashing them out. Trying to go for the best ones. We're probably gonna be hitting the studio around like June or July. May or June. Excuse me. Yeah.
He's like, get it right, May. You're trying to slack on us. We're getting this done. So, and the biggest thing for me and for any band, and I always like to put it out there, is the support. So listening to them on Spotify and that, you support them, but it doesn't support them as much as other means do. So I think, don't quote me because this was last year, but it's pennies on a dollar that they get per stream. So what's the best way that we can support Ryder? Do you guys have merch, CDs, anything for, that we could physically support you guys and it goes directly to you?
Go on our Facebook page, facebook.com/RyderBandNY. We do have a Teespring. Shoot us a message. We'll send you the link. It's like some crazy thing, like RyderBand.creator spring. Just message us on Facebook. We'll send it to you.
Slide into our DMs.
Slide into our DMs. Maybe he'll send you his OnlyFans. I mean,
right.
That's another good way of supporting.
Hey, I'm all about the feet pic. Feet pic. Oh, there we go. I'm over it. That does it for me. But so where can we slide into your DMs? You said you have Facebook. Where can we find you on Facebook, IG? What are your tags?
Facebook.com/RyderBandNY, Instagram Ryder_NY. Yeah, I mean,
Snapchat.
So I don't think we have a Snapchat.
TikTok.
Yes, we do have a TikTok.
I did.
Come on, James, get on the TikTok bandwagon. What are you doing?
Yeah. Oh no, we have a TikTok. It's just we got to use it more. Ryder Band for TikToks. Check it out.
What's up, Mossy? Thanks for coming in. Pleasure to have you. Yeah, so the whole TikTok thing is a different realm in itself.
Yeah.
I've never mastered the algorithm. And I deleted, I was white trash Donnie for a while, and then I wanted to be a little more marketable. So now I'm Donnie Danger. So I deleted all my old, crazy, dumb stuff that I used to do. And now I just can't find the algorithm. It's like, you got to find that algorithm. And I mean, I need to take like some algorithm. They need like Algorithm 101 or those old books, Algorithm for Dummies.
Algorithm for Dummies.
Seriously.
You know what the algorithm is? You got to make a video and you got to use a Ryder track. Because then you use a Ryder track, you'll get you'll get 1,000 views, and 200 of them will love you, and the rest of them will be like, "Well, what is this shit?" I'm kidding.
And exactly, Skittles. They change them constantly, so that's a huge problem. You're constantly trying to catch the algorithm or master the algorithm. And I don't think they really want you to master the algorithm, but I mean, it's a fun go. I had a great time making some of the dumb videos. And you're in New York, obviously. NY stands for New York, not yours. But I went hiking up in Virginia at one point, and this is some insight of the dumb stuff I used to do. I'm like, all right, I'm taking my unicorn floaty, my Speedo. And mind you, this is like a 2-mile hike each way. And stupid me didn't look at Google Earth or anything before I hiked this 2 miles to this waterfall that I was going to ride the unicorn float over in my Speedo. Well, I get up there and it's extremely rocky. So obviously I'm not taking the chance and crack my skull open to ride over a 30-foot waterfall. And so I was super disappointed. Didn't get to wear the Speedo or ride the unicorn float over the waterfall. But hey, maybe next time I'm in New York, you got some beautiful scenery. Maybe we'll do the Niagara Falls. No, that's way too big, but that's an instant death.
Instant
death. So all right. So this has been a hell of an episode, and we're not done yet, folks. We're just getting started. So how did the bracket go for Welcome to Rockville? I know we talked about that. Have you submitted for any of the other brackets that are coming up?
Not yet. I mean, we're still working on. I mean, right now we're just working on, getting our content and getting our music up there. Getting this live album out first, and then once we get all that stuff together, we'll catch us on a future one.
Yeah, and I think the live renditions will actually. I think the fans will dig it. I certainly dig it, and if you don't dig it, you're just wrong. It's simple. Simply put, you're wrong. So,
like you said, they're wrong. But yeah. No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about the backstory of the band, and then how did you get into mixing and mastering? Because you do a phenomenal job at it. So what are some of your tips for fans or for people out in the music world that want to kind of get into live performances, mixing, mastering, being in a band. What was your path, and what do you have for the folks out there that want to pursue that?
This is my first time mixing a live record. I really don't know, to be honest. I mean, I just kind of do what I did, EQing, drums and bass and guitar and vocals, and kind of took that into a live setting. Obviously, you can't do too much, because every track is kind of bleeding into another. But I mean, I kind of just used a little compression and gating and limiting, and not too much, but to what sounded the best. And that's really it. I really don't have any advice. Just make it sound the best that it can be.
Just go out and do it.
Yeah,
So,
go out and do it. Yeah.
and your first time, and I don't see any gray hair. So I mean, that's a testament. No gray hair. So.
It's a little receding hairline, so, yeah.
It's probably from the mixing, but hey, you didn't get the gray yet. So
Not yet.
No, unfortunately.
And so James, being the front man and the lead singer, what tips, or what for the fans out there that want to pursue it or be a lead singer, what are the do's and don'ts?
When you're performing, open your eyes and look at the audience. I've been to many shows before, and I've seen many before where it's just like they're sitting there singing, and all you see is you gotta open your eyes. You gotta make eye contact. You're entertaining them. You gotta look at them, and that's a big one.
Right in the eyes.
As Melinda said in the chat, put your passion and soul into it. Be genuine, be authentic. What was this? Record it raw and make it beautiful in the mix. Yeah, you can do that too if you're doing a live record. Record it raw and make it beautiful in the mix.
So hey, hit up Mixmaster over here. He may be able to help you. Maybe that's his future calling. You never know.
Yeah. Forget this band. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No, you're doing double duty. Hey, you're not leaving the band. You're doing double duty. So
Let's quit my day job.
that's a dream of all of us. I think.
Everybody's dreaming that.
So what's up, Jimmy? Just listen to some Ryder cool stuff. So
Hey, Jimmy.
Thank you,
Jimmy. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jimmy.
And so I'm super huge on stage presence.
Well, what'd she say? Eric, check your fly before you hit. Oh,
no,
we have a story behind that. So his second show, he got the nickname Zippy because we were playing at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. Now, for wrestling fans, that is the old ECW arena. So we're playing at the 2300 Arena, and he played the entire set with his fly down. And after the set, our mutual friend of ours, Greg, comes up to us behind him and is just like, from now on, I'm going to call him Zippy because he had his fly down the whole set.
Hey, it's natural AC, especially if you're playing in Florida in May.
Yeah.
Just let the fan blow. Wear a kilt,
Right?
Yeah. It's hot in Florida in May. So you got to do what you got to do. So maybe there was some, method to his madness. He wanted some, he didn't want swamp ass. He aired it out. So,
well, I mean, he's also thinking about people in the front row because, sometimes they need a fan. So if you whirly bird it a little bit, you get a little breeze going,
that's a whole, that's totally on his OnlyFans. I guarantee it. But yeah, so, and stage performance is huge. Not only for me, but I would assume most of the people. I've been to shows where they just kind of stand and throwing Jimmy Buffett under the bus. I love Jimmy Buffett, but the last concert I went to, it was like he just stood there at his microphone. I mean, I get it, he's old, but it's not just about the colorful scenery that you have on stage. Like, interact.
Oh yeah,
move. Like, and Johnny Hawkins comes to mind. That man moves from nothing more. That man goes wild on stage. Just watching him, I'm tired. So if you're out there and you're in a band, have stage presence. That's that's key for me. Like watching a band, like that's make or break. Like if I can love your music, but if you suck on stage, I'm like, oh, let's go catch the other band over here on the other stage because
Yeah.
these fest like in this day and age, you have 30 to 60 seconds to catch the attention span of most of these people. And when you're at a major festival, you have 3, 4, 5 stages, with bands constantly rotating and constantly playing. So if you don't catch their attention, they're going to, oh, I haven't heard of this band. Let me go check this band out, and they may catch their attention. So that's my story. But
absolutely.
Check your fly. There we go.
Check your fly.
And the name stuck. So, all right, folks, we now know him as Zippy. So welcome, Zippy.
Welcome to be here.
And we look at helicopters. Otherwise, it's awkward light switch.
Oh,
Fair point. Fair point. Maybe a stiff light switch sometimes, but
gotta put a little WD-40 on it.
Yes. Wow, that could go so many ways, folks. But yeah. So Zippy, what did we learn from that?
Check your zip.
So I need to can somebody like snapshot that? That's going to be like the outro. Check your zip.
Check your zip.
Check your zip, man.
So I've probably walked around. I mean, I know I've walked around with my zipper open, but not to something of that effect that I recall. So I mean, that would stick with you for a little while. You would remember.
Oh yeah, it's been sticking on my whole career. It's all good. I'm with it.
At least you weren't like opening for like Metallica or something, and you had 100,000 fans.
That I was taking pants off for that.
Right. You're just like, screw it. I don't need pants for this. So, my new nickname, Speedo. Damn it. Don't ask me why. I love wearing a Speedo, but I just don't have the body for it.
There's nothing wrong with it. You can wear a Speedo if you dig it. Do it, man.
Like, just that, I'm that guy, they make a meme of walking down the beach, with my beer gut, this guy does not have a reason to be wearing a Speedo. And it's not like I have a large package, so I'm not showing anything. So, I mean, not sorry. I just kind of let the cat out of the bag, ladies, but, you have so many names, Donnie. They don't stop coming. I mean, that's what she said, but they just keep coming. So yes, I am full of nicknames. I need to start writing them down because I'm forgetting half of them, Melinda. So what shoes do you have in the works? Shoes or shows?
Shows. Oh, shoes.
Like, wait, you got some bands coming out?
I'm a Nike guy. Got the Adidas over here. What the fuck that's on oh wait, no, these are my Nike. These are my Nike boots. So
all right, I'm gonna quit talking because I'm just gaining nicknames as we go. So we'll now I'm the package. So yes, I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, so what shows do you have in the works? Anything coming up?
Shows, we are actually playing tomorrow night at Lucky 13 Saloon in Brooklyn, New York. We are playing with Archist, Why July, and Reality Suite is the show so twice you get to see it twice, back to back. So I said that wrong. The show so nice you get to see it twice. There you go. Now I got it. So you get to see it back to back. We played there December. We're playing there tomorrow, and February 1st, I think Katie's Smithtown. Yep. Katie's in Smithtown. February 25th, we're at Dingbats. We're opening for Sponge.
Oh, nice. Sponge. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, we got a few other things in the works. So check it out. Well, Facebook.com/RyderBandNY. That's where we list all our shows. So check it out.
Awesome. So add them on Facebook, add them on Instagram, follow them on your favorite streaming platform, and anything down south. Very good question. When are you venturing down the East Coast?
Hopefully soon. I mean,
all right. The boss said, yeah, hoping soon. All right. Yeah. So if you come to Florida, we'll hook you up. Got some great bands that I'd love to see you play with.
Thank you. Nice.
All right. Another good question. What does show prep look like for you guys?
Oh man.
And that's Ryan from let me double check. Ryan. Yep. That's Sid Stratton guitarist, Ryan McMillan.
Oh, nice.
Welcome in.
So show prep for me, usually days before the show. I usually, cut back on the dairy. Day of the show, no dairy whatsoever. Lots of water, no dark sodas. Lots of water. I have to have coffee, but I drink it black. Usually during the day, I wake up, have my coffee, have some water, kind of chill a little bit, put on a TV show, then, shower, get ready, go to pack the studio, and then head to load in. And then from load in, it's just we load in, we hang out, we wait till doors open, mingle with some fans, mingle with the bands, and watch the show, and wait until we go on. And usually, like the band before us, usually like midway through the set, kind of sneak off a little bit, do your vocal warm-ups, do your hand exercises, get ready to go, and then it's go time.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't eat Taco Bell beforehand? Like that would be
not day of show. Usually that's after the show. That's after you get off stage. You look.
Just throw Depends on, you'll be fine.
Do the dime bag thing. Keep a stucco bucket by the side of the stage, man.
So any pre-show rituals or pre-show superstitions that you guys have? You carry like a rabbit foot in your pocket or anything like, crazy like that?
Monkey paw, no, not really. Just warm up,
Just go out and do the damn thing.
Yeah.
And I caught that too, Mozzie. Hand exercises.
Yes.
So I was going to refrain from that, but
chromatic scales. I mean,
you don't want your hands stiffen up.
Yeah, we don't like stiff hands. Maybe other things, but not hands. But yeah, so it's been a pleasure having you guys on the show for the second time. I'm sure there'll be a third time and a fourth time and so on and so forth. As you guys keep climbing the musical ladder and keep throwing that music out there and dropping the bangers. Yeah, so keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. That live, folks, like I said before, and I've said twice and probably fifth time now, the live rendition is phenomenal. It will blow your ear holes out, make them a little moist, wet, whatever you want to call it. Some juicy ear holes, so look for that. And April roughly is the rough estimated date at this time. And any final departing words for the fans? Any final things we shall talk about before we wrap this up and let you guys get back into the studio?
Thank everyone for watching, everyone in the chat. Thank you, Donnie, for having us, and we'll make it a tradition the next time we come on every single show. This is the second time we have 2 band members. Third time we'll get another one of us in here, and by the 4th show you'll get all 4 of us. We'll make it happen.
All right. So I'm raising my hand like I'm in school. So can you guys have Skittles quit yelling at me in my earphones, please? She's hurting my feelings.
I can't control that.
You're not welcome next time, Skittles. Yeah. So thanks to Skittles. She is the woman behind the scenes that does a lot more than we know she does. So make sure you give her a thank you as well as the band. A thank you. So it's been a pleasure having you on. And she thinks it's funny. I don't. So there's not a block button on here, but no, I wouldn't block you.
Oh, damn.
The B word. You don't say the B word. But yes.
Listen, I've heard through contrary belief, all you got to do is you just got to make a little bit of a payment, and it'll work in your favor.
Right, like a little, black market payment. I'll leave you be if you.
Yeah, it'll open all sorts of doors.
She's a sweetie. Her alone. Well, you guys are the same, so leave me alone. No, I'm just playing. I love these people. I can't wait for the festival season. It is fast approaching, and we are going to have another great year. And hopefully you were out there to enjoy the shenanigans with us, as well as all the bands that we love and know, man, because it is a good time. Yeah, there's so many epic stories. We could we could have a show just on epic stories of festival season. Some that would probably not be radio worthy. You know, we'll have to make a what could we make instead of an OnlyFans, the space unicorn,
Oh,
private Discord or something. I don't know, but yeah,
yeah.
it's so much fun. So make sure you get out to your festivals. I will see you at the festivals. Obviously, I love you too, broski. But yes, the festivals. Get out there, support the bands. If you can't make it to the festival and they're in your area, support them. The bands can't do it without you. It's as simple as that. So if you like them, support them any way you can, even if it's on Spotify, you know. But if you can, go buy a shirt, go buy a vinyl, a cassette. Speaking of vinyls, I love vinyls and cassettes. Anything in the works of vinyls or cassettes for your live performance?
I don't know. We'd have to look into it. I mean, I would. I'm a vinyl junkie, but I know getting that on tape is tape's pretty expensive. So
Yeah, and I know right now vinyls are about a year out. So vinyls are tough to get, but cassettes, I haven't looked into the price of those, but just being greedy, I want a vinyl or cassette. So I had to ask because I do collect those. But yeah, folks, go check them out, support them, buy their music, buy their merch, catch a show. When are your next shows again for the folks that are just joining us?
well, for people who want to make a road trip, tomorrow we are in Brooklyn, New York at Lucky 13 Saloon. February 1st, we are at Katie's in Smithtown, New York. And February 25th, we are rocking out at Dingbats with Sponge in Clifton, New Jersey.
And that name, just the name itself makes me want to go Dingbats with Sponge. You know, like Sponge and Ryder at Dingbats. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like an epic like ring. Not even a ring. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but you get it.
Mhm.
Exactly what Skittles said. Buy shit, support live music. Exactly. That's
Well, I mean,
how
you don't
support the
want to
bands.
buy shit. I mean, unless you're looking to plow the fields or grow some stuff, buy shit.
Like
Buy
you can grow
stuff.
some mushrooms.
You could.
You
That's
take a
what-
little psychedelic trip. So just make sure you wash the mushrooms before you eat it. So
yeah,
um,
yeah.
otherwise it's
You don't need to get pink eye picking them out. You know.
right. It's pretty shitty flavor if you don't. So all right, folks. Well, it's been a pleasure having you guys on the show. It's been a pleasure having you folks tuning in. If you are listening in the future on the podcast, we appreciate you listening to the podcast, and sloppysyndicateshow.com for all the up and coming podcast as well as the previous podcasts. And remember, keep it sloppy, and we'll see you next time. Any final words from you guys?
Zip the dip.
Check your zip.
Check your zip.
There we go. And that's going to be clipped, and that's going to be on the soundboard and for the next show. Check your zip.
There we go.
All right. You are welcome, Skittles. Pleasure having you in the chat, even though you're yelling at me in my ear. So please stop. But until next time, folks, like I said, keep it sloppy, and we'll see you again soon.
Peace out.